singing.
Pretty good, though. My singing, was it? OK.
Paul was excellent.
Yeah, he's brilliant. Thanks to our young drummer, Paul Youngs. More from him later. But now let's welcome a slightly older and legendary drummer.
Yes, it's Queen's Roger Taylor.
Welcome to the show, Roger.
Thank you. Very nice to be here.
Now, Roger, isn't the irony of that piece that there are actually no drums in We Will Rock You?
Yes, I suppose that is ironic, really. It's actually feet and hands. And there's only one instrument on the whole record, which is a short record, which is actually Brian's guitar. And apart from that, it's just feet and...
Should we do that? Let's do it with... Come on, let's do it with Roger himself. Here we go. You lead us, Roger. Go on.
That's it. Speed up!
Shall I sing again?
No!
Welcome! No, OK. Now, Roger, this morning you're on the radio show. Thanks so much for that. And I asked you about the Queen movie, and you said Sacha Baron Cohen's no longer in it. You confirmed that. And I said, well, who have you got in mind? You said, well, not quite sure yet. But Hannah, our researcher, says, you already know who it's going to be. You just didn't tell me.
Well,
You rotter.
Well, I'm not actually supposed to say...
Well, just, come on, give us some kind of scoop. Come on.
Well,
Initials.
Well, we're hoping for a guy with BW initials.
BW. Oh, that's a good game for the next 25 minutes, isn't it? We'll take a game.
We're hoping for that.
OK, that's genuine, BW.
Yeah.
OK,
BW.
OK. All right, get your thinking caps on.
OK, also coming up this evening, more from Roger, of course. And later on, we've got a film about little owls tweeting selfies of themselves.
Well, that's why they're called selfies. You don't need the of themselves. And it was never in rehearsal, and it's not on the auto cue. She's gone crazy. You get one rock star and she loses it. Right now. Not sure what a selfie is? Well, according to the online Oxford Dictionary, it is a photograph that one has taken of oneself. Typically one taken with a smartphone or webcam and uploaded to a social media website.
Thanks for confirming that.
You're welcome.
Those little owls did have some help, as did Chris's dog, Beth, this afternoon with herself.
Oh, there she is. Our big German Shepherd.
Cute.
Hi, Beth. So we want you to help your pet take a selfie this evening. Email them into the usual address, or get your pet to email it, and we'll show the best ones later. Don't know what that bit means.
No.
It's family soon. They're just two of the 250,000 people that go missing in the UK each year, most of whom do come home, of course.
Yes, but if you do have any information about Simon, Alex, or any other missing person, then please contact the Missing People Helpline. Details are on our website.
All right, Queen's drummer Roger Taylor is here! Before we talk a little more to the guy, here he is, in action. Now, these are all Roger's songs with Queen, but Roger wrote these songs, all of them.
All we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Goo Goo, Radio Gaga.
But when you were writing with Freddie, what would be the ideal environment then for you to paint a picture for us?
Wow, let me think. Well, I think we'd sort of snatch ideas out of the air. One person would have an idea, and then we'd all sort of grab it and throw it around and work on it in the
But
studio.
where would you do it?
Time of day and things like that.
Oh, studio, and we never got there before 4 in the afternoon, you know. Right. That was early, you know, so... But we'd go on all night, you know.
Was there a prime time when the witching hour, when the muse really came and said hello?
Yeah, a couple of hours after dinner normally, and about midnight, I think.
So civilised. A rock band having dinner just before going to write a few more tunes. I love that so much.
Well, bearing that in mind, Roger, can you tell us what was happening in this particular picture? Yeah. Here you are, both sporting sombrero.
Was this a writing session?
No, it wasn't. It was halfway through a show in Mexico City, I remember. And it was a very harrowing, dangerous show with a lot of people out there that were quite crazy, and they'd had a lot to drink, I think. And we were sort of trying to have a light moment in the middle of the show.
How crazy did it get for you and Queen?
It was fairly mad at times, but there was also, you know, there's the boredom of being on the road. But
Tell us about the mad bits.
I can't really.
All right, OK, tell us later. Oh, so
early
some
for
kind of
that.
blog afterwards or something like that.
So lots of viewers would have seen Queen live over the years, but which gig stands out for you? Which was the best one?
I suppose there are obvious shows like Live Aid was a great day. It was a great day all round, actually. You know, the weather, the whole thing that music was doing something great in the world. You know, actually making a positive effort and helping somewhere. But there are many standouts I can remember. Actually, our last gig ever, I think, was at Nebworth, our last show with Freddie, and I remember that being a particularly good show. Yeah.
All right. The Queen Extravaganza that you're up to at the moment, which is this fantastic tribute band. You scoured the earth online looking for a lead vocalist. Now, here's our question to the viewers, Roger.
Yeah.
OK. Our question to the viewers is, how good can an online audition be? Watch this.
I spent all of my years in believing you, but I just can't get no relief. Lord, somebody, can anybody find me somebody to love?
Did anybody else come close?
Well, it was a foregone conclusion, really. That guy's called Mark Martel, and that's his audition that he sent in, and he got, I think, 8.5 million hits on YouTube. Right. Yeah. And he's just extraordinary. It's uncanny. You should close your eyes and you think Freddie is actually singing in the room. So he was in the band. Right. And we've got a great band, actually. Really, I just wanted a band that would play our music brilliantly, not pretend or look like us, or trying to be us or anything.
So none of the original members then, brand new band?
Brand new band, yeah.
On tour?
Yeah. Taken from the bedrooms of America and Canada, you know, on the internet.
All right, so we have a little bit of footage of them in action. Look at this, by the way.
Tickets now to see them?
Absolutely, yeah. They're just about to do a 15-day tour of England and Scotland, yeah. And yes, they start in Bournemouth, I think, on the 27th, I think.
All right.
25th, yeah.
OK, well, you sort of teased us there with what Queen did or didn't get up to on the road, but did your rock and roll days ever stretch as far as this?
Now, this, Roger, is the legendary Iceland Party Platter.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
It looks like a party to me, yeah.
Let's have a look at this taster for a brand new documentary all about the frozen food retailer. Can we have one? And joining us now, the star of the show, the man who brought us the King Prawn Ring, Iceland's chief executive, Malcolm Morka. Nice to see you.
Yeah, very good. Perfect round of applause for the audience there. We were gripped by this. We saw the first hour of these 3 hours.
Brilliant.
The documentary. We were almost late for rehearsals. Yes, we do rehearse, by the way. We do rehearse. I know it's hard to believe. But you weren't happy with the first edit of the show. Why not? We thought Iceland and Your Good Self came out brilliantly.
I wasn't convinced it would encourage you to leave Waitrose and shop with us, which is the whole idea of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it's not the BBC's idea of it, obviously.
No, obviously not. I mean, when they were making the film, they said, you know, if it's 50% good and 50% bad, that's how we'll have to show it. And I said, that's OK. But if it's 90% good and 10% bad, you have to show that as well and not redoctor it to make it balanced.
Right, but it came out so dramatic, wasn't it?
It did.
And also, it was really bizarre that after the first hour, the horse meat scandal broke in the middle of making this documentary about you. I mean...
That wasn't planned.
You couldn't make it up, could you? You really couldn't make it up.
But is it true that you described the whole horse meat scandal as just a storm in a teacup? And do you actually believe that?
Yeah, it was a joke, the whole thing. I mean, horse meat apparently has been in the UK food chain for 15 years. The government has known about it for 2 years, but nobody told us. So the supermarkets get the blame because we're visible on the high street. Why don't you test for it? I said, well, it's a specific test. Why would we if nobody told us that it's there? And even though our name was linked to it, no horse meat was ever found in an Iceland product.
Right.
And that's not the perception.
So you said Iceland were £30. You floated it in the stock market in the
Yeah.
80s for hundreds of millions of pounds. You bought it back for £1 billion.
No, 1.5.
£1.5 billion more recently,
Yeah.
and you now own it again. What if you had an Iceland crystal ball? What do you see on the horizon?
Well, we've just gone online, and that's going better than I ever imagined. And we're actually now going overseas. We're opening stores in the Czech Republic. We're supplying frozen food to South Africa, and would you believe Saudi Arabia?
Okay. Next big product, you had the prawn popcorn stuff
Yeah.
last Christmas. What's this Christmas?
You can never tell what the next product is.
Well, you better have, because Christmas is
Come
only around the corner,
Oh,
for heaven's sake.
you said the next big product. Well,
Yeah.
we've got all kinds of, you know, three-bird roast, bird in a bird in a bird, and variations on that. Venison rings.
Venison rings now.
Prawn
Ooh.
rings.
You love your rings, don't you? All right. Thanks to Malcolm. Iceland Foods Life in the Freezer cabinet starts on Monday. Listen, Monday, BBC 2, 9 p.m. It is gripping.
It is. Now, with all this talk of frozen party platters, it's a good job our resident food snob, Jay Rayner's not here, honestly.
Yes, he's only just coming to terms with his experience of being sent to the factory that makes a popular meat substitute.
One which more carnivores have been consuming since that storm in a teacup, the horse meat scandal.
You've had it, you can't tell the difference. Genuinely can't tell the
Honestly, I
difference.
think it's lovely. Spaghetti bolognese, chili.
Cows, thumbs up. Could be okay for you.
All
right, Roger.
So you're about to release your 5th solo album,
Yes,
Roger,
yes.
and it's called Fun on Earth, which is a pretty big promise, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but I had one about an awful long time ago called Fun in Space, so I just
Yeah.
thought I'd come down to earth
Right.
a bit. And,
So what can we expect then in this one?
well, there's all sorts of stuff on there. It's a bit of a roller coaster, and it's sort of eclectic, and it's labour of love. It's what came out, you know.
Well, it took 5 years, didn't it, to write?
Yeah, it did. It did. It took about that, yeah.
How does that sort of affect the narrative of an album if it takes so long to put together?
Well, I guess that's part of the reason that there's so many different things on it, because you know you go through little different periods, different moods, different taste changes a little bit. So you know.
We get a good summer,
Yeah.
and what happens then? Sunny Day comes out. Let's have a listen to this. Come on. It's right on cue, for heaven's sake.
I realized, so through your disguise, how could anybody be so beautiful? Stepped in my trance.
It's an absolutely lovely song. Such a nice song.
Thank you
But
very
some people, and I have to say, if you do close your eyes, it does sound quite similar to Rod Stewart, doesn't it?
I guess
What do
there
you
is,
agree?
yeah. I mean, it's certainly not intentional. I've known him for many years. I've never tried to sound like him. I guess it's a certain raspiness in the voice, which is, you know, probably due to all sorts of
Yeah, whatever.
bad habits earlier in life.
Now, often sons seek approval of their dad, you know. But now, are you seeking approval from your son for your music? Because he's in your band now, your son. Have you run the new album by him?
Yeah, I do. I bounce off the stuff off my children, one of whom is here, actually. And I'm really interested in what they think. And you know, do they think this poor old sod, you know?
I bet they don't, do they?
Still doing it. And no, my daughter's over there, and I know she's very keen.
Oh, there she
She's
is.
got her own particular taste. Yeah, there she is. Yeah.
All right, perfect. OK, now, if you're sick of seeing Riri's, Cara D's and all those other celebs' endless stream of selfies...
Or if you have no idea who Riri or Cara D are, or what a selfie is, well, have a watch of this next film.
It does feature birds tweeting selfies, but not like the ones we've just mentioned.
Thanks so much, Mike. Now, earlier on, we asked for your pet selfies. Well, if they could take them, that is, and they can, it turns out. We've
All
got
right,
thousands.
this is here from Fraggle, and the message from Fraggle's owners is Fraggle can't get the hang of it.
Oh, cute. Sophie and Alan in Southampton have sent this in. This is Oliver the tortoise. Raj?
Kim thinks her dog Willow looks like Chris in her selfie.
All right. Joey sticking his tongue out at the selfie there.
And this is Brownie. She's 26-year-old and loves posing. Oh, cute. And we thought that we might have guessed the actor in the new Queen film. Should we say it?
You gave us the initials BW.
Well, I'm not going to say it.
Let's
go
watch
on.
his expression.
Okay,
you say
well-
the name, let's watch his expression.
Is it Ben Whishaw?
Well, we hope so.
Oh, good! Oh, thank you for that. Thanks, Roger. That's really nice.
Roger.
It's a semi-scoop. We'll take a semi-scoop, won't we?
Take that.
Roger's album, Fun on Earth, will be released on the 11th of November.
And the Queen Extravaganza Tour starts on the 25th of October. We'll be back on Monday when Michael Sheen will be our special guest.
But to say goodbye now, let's rock out, Rocktober out with our Young Drummer of the Year finalist, Paul Young. Sit it, Paul.